Hello everybody, I am GCROCK and today is Friday, which means we've got another Division 2 build video for you. The build this week comes from Rob, who's part of my PC raid team, and I saw him using this when he was helping me last weekend grind some gear on PC in the summit. It looked very fun to use. I asked him what build it was and I have completely replicated it. It is so much fun. I got some build footage for you in raids. We got some footage on Monday stream when we put this together. I also got some footage on Tuesday's stream, so we're going to show you some footage of the build before we get into it. If you do want to skip at any point, I do have a timestamp down in the video description. So what the build is, it's a glass cannon build, glass cannon being my favorite talent. I love everything glass cannon, but it's adjusted a little bit to bring the Regulus into it. So I've had to drop the Eagle Bearer, as a few of you noticed in stream, but we bring the Regulus in for a hell of a lot of fun. So we've got some gameplay to show you just how fun it can be, and I will go through the build piece by piece. Before we do continue to the gameplay, please do hit like and share to support the video. I'd much appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, then hit subscribe to support me further and watch more Division 2 content from me. I cover a lot on the Division 2. And more importantly, once you're finished with the video at any point, just go to the video description before you leave here. We have a link to our fantastic gaming community right at the top. You won't regret coming to check us out. So definitely come and check our community out. We are partnered on Discord now. We are nearly at 14,000 members. You can help us reach that. But now we're going to get into some gameplay of this build before I go through it. And as I said, there's a timestamp in the video description if at any point you just want to skip to the build. So damage.
I saw that, dude. I was shooting those two guys.
He was doing it all night the other night. I see why he has weapon handling on the build for sure. So over on A side, yeah? That's it. Over in the Father Time. Head to Father Time.
Multiple hostiles inbound.
Ready on C, he's gonna explode.
Yep. Alright. Going acting.
Okay, it's screen 3 again.
So there's gonna be ads coming out of this door right here, Milo.
Ready on C.
Black cup on a conveyor belt moving forward.
That's me.
As soon as he farts, I'll let you in, Acty.
Okay.
Get ready on A with rockets, please. Thank you. Opening,
Yep.
Acty.
Yeah. Got it done.
Oh, I got it. I'll let you out in a sec.
3, 2, 1, in.
Middle jet.
Window.
Done.
She's nice. Nice.
It's nice,
That
isn't
even
it?
looked spectacular from a distance as well.
I do like it. It is fun.
90.
Done.
Right halfway.
Critical systems exposed.
Hog Razor. Looks is good. Nice work. Boomers.
Window.
They are corner, I'm guessing.
Corner. Yeah, they are.
Ah, they're close enough. Boomer 2. I've got him.
3 down.
Boomer dead. Call it in, recon.
Okay, engines in 3, 2, 1, in.
And here it is. Now we're going to start with the specialization. The specialization that I chose to use was the sharpshooter because that's what Rob was using. And the reason for that is for the weapon handling attributes that you get. Now there are definitely other specializations that would work well with this build. Have a look at the perks. See what you think would suit your build. But I went for the sharpshooter and it does work a treat. There's certainly other ones I want to try with it though. Moving on to the primary weapon, I'm using the ACR. I love assault rifle, so I'm going to run an assault rifle, and the ACR is my next favorite assault rifle after the Eagle Bearer. So use whatever you want as your primary. This here has assault rifle damage on it, health damage, damage to target out of cover, and I've rolled strained on it. So I'm gaining 10% critical hit damage for every 0.5 seconds I'm firing, and that stacks up to 5 times. With the low RPM of the ACR, I feel strained works very well on this weapon. My secondary is a Baker's Dozen. As you know, I love the Baker's Dozen. I've recently changed the M18 CQB, by the way. I'm probably going to switch this out in the future. But for now, I got the Baker's Dozen on this build. It's got rifle damage, critical hit damage, damage to target out of cover, and it comes with perfect lucky shot. And then the sidearm is the Regulus. You are going to need this as the build is tailored for this. What the Regulus does, it comes with the Regicide talent, where headshot kills create a 5-meter explosion, dealing 400% weapon damage and applying bleed to all enemies hit. It's such a good talent. I've never used this weapon until recently, really, and I'm having so much fun using this on this build. It comes with pistol damage and headshot damage too. Now the build, starting with the mask, you want the Punch Drunk mask. You want this for the 20% pistol damage, but you also want it for the 20% headshot damage that comes with it, okay? It also comes with weapon damage, weapon handling, and I've thrown a 10% headshot damage mod on it. The chest piece that you want to use is the Sacrifice. This comes with 15% headshot damage as one piece. As you can see, we got 2 pieces of Providence on the build, giving us a 10% critical hit chance as well. This piece only has 8.2% weapon damage on. You can see how low that is. I do need to optimize a few pieces. This will get better than the gameplay shown. I also have headshot damage on, weapon handling on, and a 10% headshot damage mod on. And the Sacrifice comes with perfect glass cannon, so all of my damage I deal is amplified by 30%, and that is at a cost of 60% amplified damage coming in. The holster is the Dodge City Gunslinger's holster. You want to have this on your build. This gives you weapon damage, weapon handling, and headshot damage, and the quick draw talent. So with this talent, while your pistol is holstered, you gain a stacking buff every 0.3 seconds up to 100. When you swap to it, your first shot consumes the buff and deals 10% damage per stack. This deals headshot damage to anywhere that you hit. This is such a good talent, and this is where the fun comes in, because on spawn points, as you saw in the gameplay, you can just annihilate a whole crowd of enemies. It is so much fun to use. The backpack is the Gift. This is a second Providence piece on the build. This comes with weapon damage, headshot damage, weapon handling, and I got a headshot damage mod on it again. And it has perfect vigilance. So that increases my total weapon damage by 25%, but taking damage disables this buff for 3 seconds. I really like the Gift backpack. A normal Providence piece would be just as fine though. The gloves that I've gone with are the Petrov Contractor's gloves. So you get the LMG damage there, which we're not using. But you get weapon damage, damage to armor, and I've rolled weapon handling on it. Now, you could go Grupo gloves as well. I tried it with Grupo gloves. I then switched in the Petrov Contractor's gloves, and there wasn't much difference. But this is how Rob had it, so this is how I chose to go with it. And then finally, the knee pads. You obviously want the Fox's Prayer knee pads. These are certainly best in slot. This gives you 10% rifle damage for your rifle. I got weapon damage there that needs optimizing. It gives you damage to target out of cover, and I've rolled weapon handling on it. So as you can see, you want weapon handling on every single piece. That's your aim here. And you want headshot damage wherever else you can have that as well. Obviously, you can't throw it on the gloves and the knee pads there. But that is the build. And what it does, it just increases that weapon handling. The guns hardly move. Like with the Regulus, there's a big kick to it. But with all this weapon handling, whenever you take a shot, it goes back to the same position all the time. It's really good. And if you switch to your rifle, it's like being in a booster hive all the time. It just beams. It's really good. And even the ACR beams. The ACR beams as it is, but it beams even more on this build. So this build has actually given me more ideas to go and make a future build for you for next week. I can't wait to put that together. I just really liked how much that rifle was beaming as if I was in a booster hive all the time. The skills, what you want to run with this is a revive hive, because obviously if you go down, it gets you up. You can run whatever skills you want though, really. I run a shield as well, because that's just an easy way to get your pistol out. So when you're in combat, if you do just want to quickly switch to your Regulus, bring your shield out and you're instantly on that pistol. And a lot of the time when you put your shield away, you go back to your AR as well, which is the last weapon you were using. It's very handy. Highly recommend using that. And a quick look at the stats here. You can see that we got 35% crit chance. It's not high, which suggests this build is more tailored for a raid. And to be fair, you don't need it to high with the amount of damage you get on the regular shots now and then. But it's perfect for raids with Coyote masks. That will be increased. but we only have 45% critical hit damage anyway, so it's not that important. The important thing here is the headshot damage. We're at 167.4%. We've got a lot of headshot damage on this build because that is what we're aiming for. So how I use this build, really, I use it like a normal AR rifle build, but just having the fun of that Regulus every time I have that stack to get that insane damage. But that is the end of the video. Thank you again for Rob for sharing this build with me. I really enjoyed using it last week in those raids. I'm going to use it going forward as well. This will work nicely for the shield guys on the Iron Horse raid at the start of the Grey fight, where you got the 3 shield guys. If you shoot them in the head with a fully stacked Regulus, all them are going to die instantly. So it works for that as well. But I'm going to leave it there. Thank you all for watching today. If you do enjoy the build, please comment. Let me know your thoughts on it. Let me know your ideas around it. If there's anything you want to build as well. I've already had one in from Nuts that I want to put together, which is a different variant of this build. But yeah, let me know. Hit like and share to support the video as well. Subscribe if you're new, guys. And now we are done. Don't forget to check out that video description for a link to our fantastic community. But until next time, have a great weekend, guys. Thank you for watching. Stay safe and peace out.